Hey, what is going on? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Happy Freaky Friday. Are you feeling bearish? Are you feeling bullish? I want to know in the chat. Let's get the likes up. Let's hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are doing all the housekeeping rules, which is hitting the like button, making yourselves known in the chat, and we can get the conversation going. We are going to be talking about some bullish bounce levels if we end up breaking down through 92K and going below 90K. We have some levels that we need to watch that are some really good support bounce levels. So don't get too bearish. Don't sell everything. Don't freak out. We're going to show you that those levels on the charts. We're going to show you some altcoins that we think are going to be performing well over the next couple months. We have a big narratives to talk about, like the memes, AI agents, and the gaming. And also we found something recently, just today, that we saw on someone else's video that I think might actually, it ties in both of these narratives because it's AI agent and a gaming narrative coin all kind of put together. So we're gonna throw some soul onto this thing, and we're gonna see what happens because it's actually below a $20 million market cap. So it was a pump fund project. We're gonna check this out, and we're gonna kind of go down that rabbit hole. We're gonna go through some of the coins for the memes, the AI agents that I've been keeping track of and that are on my radar, thanks to some people and some of the people that I follow, kind of, just watching what they do, watching what they're watching, seeing where the money's flowing, and hopefully it pays off in the next 6 months to a year, because we will want to take some profits shaving off the table here in the next, maybe, I would say even the next 3 to 4 months. I think going in March, if you look at previous data, we were in a mega, kind of a pre-altcoin season going into January, February, March of last year. So if we kind of repeat the same kind of thing, then we could see some really interesting action happen for the next couple of months. Guys, welcome. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I have my bear mug, but I am not bearish. Let me know if you guys are feeling bearish. What is the scoop? What's the scoop? All right. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. That helps people get into the stream. YouTube will not push this stream out unless you hit the like button. It's just not going to happen. All right, so if you got your water, you got your coffee, you got all your stuff, let's get to it. So here's a quick list, and what's interesting is I love that AGI is in this. Now I'm going to start really going in on AGI, Delicium. I was thinking if there's any project that I had found early on before the AI narrative and the agents was even a thing, like before people even cared about it at all, this was on my radar. It's still a low market cap coin, Delicium, and I think it's got some opportunity. I think it's got some ways to go. And then we've been seeing PAL. That's been in a lot of people's radars, and then we have Oriya. So or AI, and then this one I don't know much about, and but I have seen it. I've seen this logo, the AI XBT. I've seen this purple Pepe, this dark hooded purple Pepe, but I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about this particular coin, but this is DYDX's AI agent list right here. So that's pretty cool. So maybe you could take that with a grain of salt, do what you will with it, but I love that AGI is in this list. I always love seeing the coins that I've already been kind of tipped on to be in these types of lists. All right, so make sure you guys are in the Discord. Go to the verify section and do all the things, and then you'll be verified with a nice green logo there. And make sure you're going to danocrypto.com because this is where you're going to actually get some really cool memeage tickers, all the links that I like to promote and the platforms that I actually like to use on a daily basis, and you can run real fast to look at the altcoins that you can see in the crypto bubbles. You can see on the daily in the top 300 to 400. We'll just keep it, we'll keep it from the 400 up. We got, let's see, all the things that are great. So this is interesting. I remember seeing this IQ, this Everpedia IQ on, I think if this is what I think it is it Everpedia? IQ Everpedia? Or did they or did they change the name, or is this something different? Because it looks exactly like what I think it is. The IQ token, Brain DAOs, Encyclopedia. I think this was, yeah. Blockchain Encyclopedia. I guess they changed the name. Because it was called, I think this was called Everpedia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they had to have changed the name, I guess, because that's the same. It looks like the same logo. Okay, interesting. All right, well, that's up. Either way, it's up 19%. I was seeing this on crypto.com. I think this is where I was seeing this coin is on crypto.com. And then this is lo-fi. Remember, guys, I was telling you, I was like, okay, the SUI ecosystem is pumping. It's in an uptrend. It's a decent chart. If you're looking at the charts, like it's like the Kaspa chart. It was just like bullish chart. People just got super bullish into Kaspa. And then now we got people going into SUI memes, which is this lo-fi. So if you're looking into to get into the SUI ecosystem here, that's so funny. No, Suri. I said SUI. I didn't say Suri. What the heck, Suri? No, Siri, turn off. I don't want you. That's so funny. My phone thought I was talking to it, but I was actually saying SUI. That's funny. Now I know that your iPhone responds to SUI. That's hilarious. All right, so yeah, lo-fi. $144 million market cap. And let's see, it was like it peaked at almost 200, so it got close to 200. Very close. So if you're curious about the SUI memes. All right, so let's see. Altura up 9%. Altura kind of coming back a little bit. That's still low market cap, 130. They deal with the NFT infrastructure for games. Like if you want like a sword or something to like update and look different in your game, this is what they help those projects do. Stuff like that. Or you want your gun to upgrade over time through smart contracts, through NFTs. That's what they do. All right, so like let's see what else was that. Okay, I just saw the Aura chain. Yeah, Aura AI. So on the week, this has been up 12% on the week, but down 6%. So if you liked that list that I showed you here, so that was one of the coins that was in that list, then this is the time to be DCAing, because on average price of the past week, because of the downtrend on BTC, then we're getting really good discounts on some of these altcoins right now. A lot of the altcoins are on a nice major discount. And I think since we did have a pretty decent bounce here with volume off of 91,000. We rejected off the 20 SMA on the Bollinger Band on the 4 hour. It's because we got up to it and then we weren't able to hold it. And so basically what I'm looking at here is we could trade into the 618 right here. And it lines up with the bottom of the Bollinger Band and a support level of where we were able to bounce before, right here. So if you could have a scenario that we hit here and bounce, and we go back up to 100K because every time we've hit here, we've bounced back to 100K. So if you look at what's happening right now, give me just a second, guys. Give me just a second. Let me do something. I need to optimize my computer so it doesn't crash on me right now. I need to do some optimization. Hold on. I can hear it. I can hear it struggling. Like it's breathing really heavy, like it just went up a flight of stairs. Manuel said, glad to see your face today, Dano. Fingers crossed, camera issues, no camera issues today. Yeah, no, we should be good if my computer will just behave. I'm about to office space this computer, guys. About to office space it. About to bring it into the field and smash it. All right. Let's see if we can... We're boosting our computer right now, guys. We're giving it a boost. We're giving it a mushroom boost here. All right, well, I hope it does something. Man, it's really trying super hard. Okay, there we go. Let's see. All right, so yeah, what are you guys looking at right now? I'm curious what coins are you guys what is on your radar? Let's see. Okay. What's going on, Clean Living? What's up? Okay, we're good. I think we're good now. Let's get back into our scenario here. All right, so here's the scenario. If we don't hold the level here at hold 92 or 91 like this, all this, because we're kind of chopping now. I mean, we're just like we could just chop around here and fake people out and this all that stuff. But look, if we look at this level, a Brotarian. I am a Brotarian. Yeah, I want to see this Brot thing. So this is another AI agent. Oh yeah, we want to mention the coin that I was just talking, because we're going to get into the AI agents. Let me finish on Bitcoin. I want to do the Bitcoin analysis here so then we can not get too bearish. I really don't want to get too bearish, guys. I really don't. I'm drinking out of the bear mug, but it's for jokes. All right, so here's the deal. I think the lowest we're going to go, if we go any lower, is 89,840, the 618 bounce, which could happen right on the Bollinger Band. If we're going to slip, if we're going to go, we could slip and bounce, and I think that would be a pretty decent bounce level. I think there'd be some major buying pressure at 89,000 because think about it, it's like below 90K again. There were so many people that felt that they missed out, which then ended up with, I think, institutional buying and pushing up the price kind of up to this point. Because, I mean, you look at the sentiment across the entire market and the entire world on Bitcoin has been increasing substantially. So the frequency of the attention and the adoption is expanding, whilst the supply of Bitcoin on the exchanges is going down, and the supply stays the same. And it decreases really because of the nature of the lost Bitcoin, the mistakes, the dead addresses. And so really the circulation of Bitcoin is not as much as what you think. We hear 21 million, but it's like in circulation, there's not 21 million coins in circulation. There's traded Bitcoin and coins that are like sitting in wallets and stuff like that. That's a different story. But if you think about it, that makes it even more scarce. That makes Bitcoin even more scarce then we might realize, and then that as to why its journey to $1 million per coin is really not that far off the table going into the next couple years. You just have to have some patience. And, people don't have patience. They don't think out 5 years, 10 years. They're thinking 3 months, 6 months out. They're trading meme coins. They're sports betting. They're thinking about what's the next game. And so that's how they're playing it, like that type of game. But if you play the long game, then these prices don't mean anything, will not mean anything to you. And you will just be able to chill like significantly on what you were able to hold for said couple years. You have to be able to. It's not like you sell all your crypto and you try and buy back in. People that try and do that, they mostly get wrecked. 95% of people that do the whole sell and buy back in, and like all of it, and then try and go back in, it's never a good idea. Not financial advice, but I think a good observation of how you would want to go in and take in profits and going into the next couple of years of crypto, you would want to just be holding bags of crypto that you had taken profits on into stables and into Bitcoin, and you still okay, for instance, like say you hold Cardano right now, and you're holding Cardano up until you have a bag of Cardano, and you're buying a bag right now, and it's at $1, and you manage to hold it through the journey of 3 years or 4 years of it getting to $10, say. All through those times, you will have opportunities to take profits between the fluctuations of the price. And then you're going to probably hold some because maybe on the prospect that Cardano ends up being like used for voting or something like that, like actual voting in the United States, like governance, like in between the citizens for certain things in the States. Who knows? I mean, just who knows? So then that sends Cardano to $25. And you still have and you still have some. Like you have 10,000 Cardano left. And that 10,000 Cardano, bam. And you can kind of have that same kind of mentality with some coins. Not all of them are going to do that. That we know this. Some are going to do better than others, but your plan is to just have an allocation strategy between those coins, those altcoins, and selling into Bitcoin, because now we know through the stock to flow model and what Bitcoin has showed us over time is that we go into these, we have a cycle. We have a cycle of cycle tops, consolidation, recovery, recovery year, another bull run, consolidation, top, recovery year, and then we're going to get the same purple zone here matched. At least I think so. And then that's how we're going to get to, $350,000 per Bitcoin, maybe even by March, guys. This is what we could get a sweet run here. That's my bull case, is that we're at that point. But my conservative case is that we're in between 150 and 200,000 by March, because if you look at what happened last March and you go in a little bit tighter on the 4 hour, and we're going to look at, I want to show you guys what happened the last January. You go to January last year, and this is what we ended up doing. It's really interesting, actually, what happened in January, because if you look at January, it took to the end of January, the January 23rd. January 23rd was when Bitcoin basically found its bottom in the run up to its all-time high off of the list of the ETF. So the list of the ETF in January towards the end. But as you can see here, we had all of this interesting sideways consolidation crap coming out of December. And then you can see here, beginning of January was kind of bearish. Had a nice little drop, but then made a 18% move, 20% move to the upside from the bottom of that candle. Okay? From 40 to 48. And then established a bottom, because that was when it was around, it was listed. Up news to the trade the new, buy the news, sell the event. The event sold. People thought it was the most successful ETF launch, but then it had this bearishness to it at first, and then boom, it went parabolic. So I guess what I'm trying to show you here is that even in that January, it took a little bit, but it was like at a point, January turned mega, mega, mega bullish at the end and then sent us on a run. Ethereum went up 20% in February and then sent all the altcoins flying in March. And so look, in 2023, we did the same thing. Like, it was like even more bullish in this particular January, because then we established like that bottom around the 16,000, and then we just went flying from there. You can go back in 2022 and even go to, that was different, because this is the bear market. So bear market 2022, I want to focus on the recovery years and the halving years, because that's the most important. Because then that's how you get the data of what we're talking about. Because look, you go to October, November, January. Where's January? Yeah, look at this. Go to January here. Yep. Okay. January showed, look, a pump in the beginning, a consolidation down. Look, a fake out. Look, this is the key, guys, right here. It's like the same thing that's happening. Get that fake out, shake out, January. Holy moly. And then, look at this. Consolidates down, boom, boom. Touches all of these areas again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This area right here is our 92,000 right now. This area right here from 2021 is our 92,000 support. It's the same. And so if you go, look, January 27th, kind of around the same time of the 23rd from the other one, and then look at what happens. Boom. It goes up into February and March, sending things flying. So if I was a betting man, then we could say that we're doing the same exact thing. We're doing the same thing. We have consolidated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on this area. The sideways action to shake people out. It's the sideways shake. That's what I've been calling this. Is like this, when this happens, it's the shakeout. So it doesn't even matter at this point if we go here again or here. If we go here, if we bounce from here and we do what we've traditionally done, even in the short-term movement, going into February and the end of January, then we will, by the end of January, be going up another 18% into the 23rd, and then be back at the recent highs. And it kind of lines up with the inauguration. As long as we don't have any funny business or a black swan event, then this is my take on Bitcoin as of the next couple of weeks. And I feel pretty confident about it. There's a lot of leverage, though, a lot of high leverage, a lot of 100x, 50x leverage in the market, in the amounts of the just millions and millions and millions, tons of leverage, high leverage. Very few 25x leverage and 10x leverage, a lot of 50x leverage and 100x leverage on shorts. People are just going mega degen. They're chucking paint at the wall and seeing, or they're chucking everything everywhere. They're chucking all the spaghetti and meatballs at the wall. So we have high amounts of liquidations that can happen with the longs at 90K, at 94. We have a mass liquidation on longs. And then up at the top of the 96 range and 94, if we cross through here, people that are putting shorts in to try and get it to down to this level will also have some liquidity up here. But what I'm seeing is that the 90K level has a little bit more action on it, and also the 92 level has some action on it as well, which could be what brings us down into that little smack level, little pain level. We can call it the pain level. All right, so AI stuff. I mentioned that I want to start to kind of follow Chain GPT, and I want to get more into Delicium and AGI. So those are kind of my picks. But now I actually have Griffin as one of my picks as well. I'm going to start really actually testing out Griffin. I've bought Griffin. I started to now DCA into it. And now I found this other one, which is an AI type agent. It's called Stealth SDK. And so this is under 20 million. It's 14 mil. It's a pump fund token, because you can see at the end of it, it's got the pump tag on the end of it. If I move my head so you can see pump. We're going to go to Gem Hunting now. All right, so if you're looking at this chart, it pumped pretty well. If we're going to go to maybe probably have to go to the hourly so we can see what's happening. So I had a nice pump off the 9th here. It's fairly new. It just launched just launched on the 9th, so literally yesterday. So it looks like it's bouncing off of some support here, because once it pumped here, it got down here. It's establishing some support around this level. So that could be a new support level to look at for this particular token at 1 cent. It got up to almost as high as 3 cents. So if it wants to try and test back up, it's got some resistance here. And then could see a possible another test up into where it hit just last night. Yeah, probably. Yeah, just kind of in the middle of the night. So you can see that consolidation going down. And this is very, very new token. So it's these new tokens, you see, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it before, where we've seen these things go fast from 14 million or 20 million all the way to, because this is what happened with Griffin. So Griffin, basically, whenever Headband came in and said, you got to check out Griffin, we friggin' ignored him, and it was at around these prices, something like this, a 14 million, 10 million, something like that. And then before you know it, the damn thing just started flying and literally got up to now well over $300 million market cap. So we're going to put, we haven't done it. We got some cash ready. We got some SOL ready. And then we're going to make sure we can see if we can swap into this thing. We're actually going to do it right now, because it's actually pumping. We can see it going right now. And it's actually looking really good in terms of a new coin and a new chart. So, and it's, hey, sometimes if you see something that actually does look good and it looks promising, then we're going to see what happens. So we're going to copy this and we're going to go into Radium, and we got the token. And so what we're doing basically is we just copied the contract from the DEX screener. We went to Radium. We have our wallet connected. We're adding the token, and we're going to see about the slippage right now because the price impact. Okay, so the slippage doesn't look good. I don't like the slippage. 36% price impact. So don't know if we're going to work with that. Let me refresh too. And sometimes that happens with these new tokens is the slippage is really high. So, you have to be aware of this. All right, so let's see if we wanted to do. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Okay, price impact. Okay, there's completely different slippage now. Okay. All right, so let's try this. So we're going to see if we can do this because the slippage was totally different. But we don't want to do, let's see, we can do 0.7. Stealth is integrating AI bots into Roblox games. Yeah. That's what I read. Yes, Headband, you're correct. So am I based for going into a token early finally under 20 million? You'll be proud of me. You'll be proud of me that I'm finally going into something earlier than $300 million market cap. So let's see. I'm gonna give this one a shot. All right, so let's see. Let's do this. All right, so let's swap. We're gonna make sure the slippage is good. The slippage looks good. All right, boom, done. All right, so we swapped into that. We're going to check it in the wallet. Sweet. Done. All right, our wallet's looking good. We got gas station B pills, Pudgy Penguin, Stealth SDK, Orc, Test Griffin, Ponky, some Soul. It looks good now. I'm liking the look of my Solana wallet. My Solana wallet is looking bullish. I'm liking it. Okay, so back to the chart. All right, so basically we just bought right here. We bought right here. And it would have been nice to buy right here because this was a really nice bounce support level from this point. But it's looking like it's getting some traction now, so we'll see what happens, even if it just pumps back up to its all-time highs, 93% move to the upside. But this one, I feel like could be kind of like what a Test Griffin did, and we'll pull it up to where Test Griffin is right now, and just kind of put it into perspective here because it's crazy. Just go to the daily and pull it from there because Griffin's at like over $400 million market cap now. Even if it gets around even half of what Griffin is, that's a 1,248% move to the upside. So it's well, I know. I'm sorry. I don't want to compare. I'm not saying that like, hey, it's going to go exactly to where Test Griffin is. That would be pretty epic, right? But I think if you're buying at something like this, like particularly if you're getting into something early and you really can't get it under 100 mil, if you can manage to get it under 100 mil, because it's some of these coins, I am so surprised that they end up getting where they get, like at like $1 billion market cap. For something like Fartcoin, you're like, okay, you're like, all right, like I can, okay. So man, if you can get into even something that's promising of what they're doing with this, then there could be a chance. I mean, even just going to $100 million market cap is still a decent return. I mean, 571%. You would want to shave off a little bit probably at that point. Get your initial investment back. If you're on a 3x or a 4x, you don't want to stare at it maybe too long. I mean, you could at least, cop a soul or two off of that and then let it ride. See if it consolidates anymore. If it gets super bullish, then you can do a buyback. You can do a buyback in. It's a lot of the times what the whales do. The whales will pump it. They'll sell here. They'll let the chart consolidate, distribute the coins, see if it'll bounce from support. If the coins distribute well and the chart holds, then this is what ends up happening. That's what happens. Maybe we can pull the Griffin chart right now, and then we can see if that's exactly what happened with Griffin, and we can compare it at that point. So okay, so on the 4-hour, did I have it on the 4-hour on the last chart that I was just looking at? So yeah, this kind of happened here. We had a really nice peak up to an all-time high of $400 million market cap. And then we had distribution down. We established a support level here in this range. And now we established another base here of support. So something like this is a great chart because you get good distribution, another level of bouncing, then distribution again off an all-time high, established support, and then here you go. It's a great chart. It's a sweet chart. Yeah, so if a chart can look like this, I mean, this is really good. This is nice. I'm getting messages from the boss. Getting messages from the big boss. Who do you guys think the big boss is? This is a great chart. So yeah, if you can, if your AI coin chart looks like this, buy it. It's great. If your AI coin looks like this on the 4-hour, this is sweet. This just shows like nice bullish momentum. If you were to draw a trend from the two highs here and bring it up here, then an area that we can eye is like in over $600 and $700 million market cap. Yeah, everyone, say what Emmanuel says. I promise to take profits this time. Let's all go, I promise to take profits. All righty then. All righty then. All right. I promise to take profits this time. And that's what I'm going to do with this particular coin. If we go back to Stealth SDK and we say, all right, it's fairly established, new. Take a little profits when it starts to get heated. Distribute just like any other whale would. And then, hold a little bag of it, see what happens. Because if it can do a nice distribution, start to hold some levels, and then we can eye for maybe right here, distribute again, and we can do that. Maybe we can do that, that same thing. Establish that, go, from there, Establish another area right here where you can then establish another support up in this range, in this section. At least 100 mil. I mean, I've seen, like I said, we've seen the stuff that gets up to the points that it does, and then you're so surprised. I don't want to be surprised. Yeah, Bitcoin right now, let's look at Bitcoin on like the DGen 5 minute. It's just, look at this. It's just chopping around. Yeah, is it a docs team with the stealth SDK? Let me go to the Twitter. Let's go to the Twitter. Let's look at this thing. I'm curious about this. Okay, AI agent gaming framework seamlessly deploying sophisticated intelligences into dynamic game worlds, and it's built by RBLX Stealth. So crafting immersive Roblox experiences. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this was 20 hours ago that it went live on Solana. So, I mean, it is, okay, so breaking first Roblox autonomous Eliza agents released into Squid Game's game with 2 million daily active users. I'm not a Roblox fan, guys, by the way. Like, I don't, like my kids don't, my kid doesn't use Roblox or anything like that. I know there's some like very controversial stuff about Roblox and the way that they kind of handle certain games. But either way, whatever you have as your like preference to how you want to censor or have like parental controls on these things, you have to be very diligent. It's just like having your kid just be watching TV freely or on the internet. It's like it's just kind of the Wild West sometimes out there, and so you have to just kind of have to make sure you're vetting stuff before you just let your kid just go willy-nilly on some of these platforms. But I digress. Either way, if this is what Roblox, doesn't matter what I think. It's popular. People use Roblox, and people are playing on Roblox, and it's a big, big market. So that's how you have to think about it. Doesn't matter what your feelings are. Where's the money going? It's like if you made fun of World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft doesn't care if you make fun of it or not. It's generating millions and millions and millions of dollars. They could freaking care less if you think it's nerdy and stupid and a waste of time or not. So they don't care. They're laughing all the way to the bank. All right, so the algorithm, we got to pick the algorithm up. That would be cool. I think if the algorithm could do us a solid and chuck some more people in here, that would be cool. But hey, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hotspot Matrix, we got Emmanuel, we got Batman, we got Clean Living, we got Carlo, we got More Money, we got Constant Swimmer, we have Batman said, bro, for months you have 10 to 20 people in here and you're still streaming. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Basically, at this point, this is what I do. I started these live streams to keep it consistent. If there's 1,000 people in here, sweet. If there's one Joe Blow that's interested in crypto, sweet. I'm going to stream to that one guy. I don't care. I do not care. Technically, I have 25 people watching across all platforms, which is nice. I got people watching on X. I got people watching possibly on Rumble. I got some people watching on Twitch. I got like 1,500 people watching on Facebook. Because that's where everyone watches live streams, is on Facebook. Okay, let's check on the Doge trade. The Doge trade is looking a little scary, but we could be getting a nice little bounce. If we get the bounce that I'm thinking, then alts will just kind of get burned just a little bit, and then they'll get a nice bounce off with Bitcoin. And then we'll go back to that 40-cent range. That would be sweet. 40 cents, not too bad. I'm going to try and hold this Doge trade up until the point of 75 cents because that could be a good profit-taking area, 75 cents. And also, that was the previous market resistance of Doge. Now that we talked about the AI agents, I told you what I was DCAing into an early project. I told you I'm buying Griffin. I told you about Delicium. Told you about all that. So there we go. AI agents and AI out of the way. Take that and go for it. Go down the rabbit hole. Find your stuff, and then we'll see what happens in 6 months. But now let's go to the memes, and we'll go to the OG blue chip meme, which is Dogecoin. And let's see what's happening with Doge. Let's say if Dano saves even one person from the rat race of life, his tales will be told and his songs will be sang. That's hilarious. Headband High said he's cooked. Who's cooked? Batman, because he's buying SHIB and Polkadot. I haven't bought any SHIB. I've been going into Doge. More. But yeah, SHIB or Doge, I think SHIB is still good. I think SHIB still has the potential to go to its all-time high market cap, and also just kind of get a little even above it because of the. Yeah, Headband High said, I'm cooked, clapped, and chopped. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to do good this year. I've made plenty of mistakes in the past couple of years where I owe it to myself. Jeez. To just, to really maximize on the lessons learned. I want to say lessons learned. No big deal. I'm not going to sit over here and cry about them. I'm going to execute and get better. If you guys really knew the journey of the process and the things that I've been through the past couple of years, you would be like, damn. All of the stuff, holy crap. I can't even begin. I'm sure you have your stories too. That's the thing. Like, I'm not over here trying to tell you that I had it harder than you or no, like we've all kind of got screwed over the past couple years. It's called the money siphon. It's called the psyop. It's called the wealth transfer, whatever you want to call it. If you weren't prepared for that, then yeah. But Doge will hold up better than SHIB. That's the thing. So Doge has established itself as to be now, I think, possibly a better long-term hold than what, say, SHIB would be. SHIB has always been trying to be the Doge killer. That was its claim to fame, was the Doge killer. But you can't underestimate the SHIB community. Because the people that got really rich off of SHIB, they're forever SHIB, like promoters, holders. They changed their names to SHIB something. You got SHIB Toshi. Well, right now, Doge on the 5 minutes actually getting a nice little recovery. But yeah, even if you're getting a 5x, that's still good. That's not bad. it's all relative. I mean, if you put thousands of dollars into the market and you put 10 grand in and you got a 5x, take the 20 grand out, you know, and then you made 20 grand. That's a win. Don't be like ungrateful for that opportunity. You're not going to get that in the stock market. You're not going to get that in the stock market. You're not going to get a 10x in the stock market. You kidding me? You get 10K even just in spread into some blue chip decent stuff in the top 300 in crypto. Even say just the top 50. And you get a 5x off of even just a portion of that. I mean, that's okay. That's not bad. So be okay with those wins, because if you're not, you're gonna just probably end up gambling yourself into less crypto, less gains. And I've experienced that myself. Yo, we got J Money Crypto. All right, so someone wants me to look at, Emmanuel wants me to look at SUI. So let's look at SUI. And let me know, guys, does everything sound good, look good? Want to make sure all of the stuff and the quality here is all good. I thought I saved this. Why did I not save it? Where's the SUI chart? I did. Okay. SUI looks really good on the 5-minute here, making like nice higher, like boom, boom, boom. Like that's bullish, because that looks like a bullish, like ascending triangle, like it's kind of doing this recovery here. The fact that it's under, now that it's under $5 again, and it peaked trying to touch into these new price discovery areas, trying to get into like 6. This is great. So it's kind of establishing itself as a new support level right here. So if you're looking at it in terms of like support and resistance, you can see that this area is a good range of support bouncing. If we clear this and look at it from this point, we already established that we could really bounce nice off of the super low. That, look, people were bullish enough on SUI to say we ain't pushing it below $4.80. We're gonna keep the momentum going. The bulls get in control, and then we could still make some moves on SUI. If you want to maybe get into a short-term trade, you got a short-term long trade opportunity here, because it could just trade right back up into this all-time high. And let me make sure that I'm on the right price, because, yeah, okay, yep. We were just on a more shorter, very short time frame. You can look at this on the 4-hour too, and then that's your levels. We bounced really nice off the 20 SMA. We didn't go below it, and so now we're eyeing the Bollinger Band. We're eyeing the Bollinger Band from this level, which is even just to the Bollinger Band is a 2 to 3% move. So not too bad. And then if we go up to and go past the Bollinger Band and start trading up it, we start going up it, then that's an 8% move back to test up to the all-time highs. So actually SUI still looks good. SUI still looks good. And the fact that people are trading memes, SUI memes. Oh, and let's check on this. This is looking good. It's looking decent. I think we're going to establish some basis here. All right, so let's look at SUI memes. Let's go to SUI and let's go to volume. I like the trading volume. What's getting the highest volume right now? We saw the lo-fi token was getting pretty decent volume. The market cap is fairly low compared to what can happen with these damn things. I see Hippo, Deep Book token. I'm not familiar with these. I'm not familiar with any of the SUI stuff. Okay, we have a Agent S. So let's see what's going on with this. We got Agent S. The first AI agent on the SUI network. Okay, so if that's true, if that's the first AI agent, and let's see, we had some pumpage on the 15-minute. Let's see the 4-hour. Whoa, this chart looks pretty decent. This chart looks good. We're in a distribution phase, kind of going down off the all-time highs. Can it establish support here? Let's look at more of the price. We were looking at the market cap section here. Just pushed up 4 cents. Let's see how old this is. It was last month, beginning of December. So from the beginning of December, this thing has been able to really break out. 1, 2, 3. Establishing some pretty decent levels here. Beyond the stars, he found the unknown. Now it's coming home. The Eternal Sentinel. So Agent shows us the unwavering protector of the SUI blockchain, ensuring its purity and resilience across dimensions, a living fusion of code and consciousness. It evolves with each pulse of the network, safeguarding the future. Okay. Interesting. Well, all the AI stuff. Okay. Now let's go and use this last section of the live stream to go now to gaming, because we did the memes. We did a little bit of the memes. Well, we got just pretty much Dogecoin. Let's look at ticker Bitcoin, because ticker Bitcoin, if you didn't know, ticker Bitcoin, I'm typing in ticker Bitcoin. I need to type in Harry Potter Obama. And let's make sure we're the right one. Okay. So we just got listed on Kraken. It's been listed on Bybit. I think it was Bybit. Yeah, and did we get Binance too? Because that was it's all the big ones. We're getting all the big ones. This might be the most funniest, pumpiest token that could go into this year by far. Still decent, fully diluted, and market cap. All-time high market cap of this thing was 355. So at a point right now, this is a really good accumulation zone. If you're looking at the centralized sex exchanges that have listed this thing, KuCoin, BitGet, Bybit, Gate.io, you got CoinW, LBank, you have a lot of major exchanges that have been catching on to what is the ticker. All right, so and then the DEX volume is really good. I like the DEX volume on the Uniswap pool. This is one of the coins that Crashies Clay was like, oh man, I wish I would have. Oh, I know. And the same with me, because I found it super early. Could have got in at like a $20 million market cap or something like that. Ended up just kind of chopping around and buying and selling and buying and capitulating all through freaking 2023 and in 2024. And then finally just kind of stuck with conviction and said, you know what? I'm tired of flopping and groping around in all these different coins. I got to just go into what I discovered and what I have found for me to then just believe in it. Like, not even just not have faith, but like actually just be like, I'm going to believe in this and actually act on it. And then these are my backs. I'm going to stick to them. And if there's just an absolute destruction, nuke that happens with the community or whatever, then yes, then you got to assess it from there. Everyone always has to do that. You always might get to a point where you might have to do that. But if you can really get through all of the shenanigans, then the $1 billion or more, light at the end of the tunnel can be a truth for you instead of just something that could have been. So use that kind of mentality for this next year coming up so you don't get shaken out and start pivoting so much or going and swapping all over the place. And all you had to do was just hold your original $1,000 or $2,000 that you had in a coin and watch it, and then literally just have patience and then have it say 100K or 50K. Even if it said 20K, that's worth the wait than trying to flop and gamble on other stuff, because you're holding a strong chart coin. All right, so for gaming, the gaming tokens that we're bullish on, we're gonna throw in AVAX for our gaming ecosystem chain token. Honestly, Mana, Decentraland, and the Sandbox, I think these things could still do pretty well in the gaming narrative space. And then Yield Guild Games. This one always starts to creep up and does really well whenever we have the gaming push or, another push on gaming. And Illuvium. Illuvium was one of the top performers of the gaming bull cycle, along with Axie Infinity. You have Altura, like I mentioned earlier, the infrastructure kind of back end stuff that the games need. Altura kind of does that. Was from what we have done our research on. So who knows how many? I wonder how many games are actually using Altura already. Then with the Vulcan Forged ecosystem is so complex and in-depth, and also it's just a mega ecosystem. I'm still so surprised that the market cap is what it is, because it could get way up there. The PYR token and the Vulcan Forged ecosystem, they build quality blockchain connected games with NFTs, land ownership, taxes for being able to have people play on your land, all in different ecosystems. You got the Elysium blockchain that's linked with it with the lava token. You have, I think that's what it's called. The heck is it called? It's where is it? It's called Celadon or something. What the heck is it called? I know it's here. Where is it? Because I always forget the name of it, so I really want to remember it this time, or actually find it so you guys can know what I'm talking about. Because then you can look and see what the lava token is all about. I guess if I'm just going right past it. Yeah, I can't see it. I don't know. I can't find it. All right, but either way, let's go back to the list. Okay, Vulcan Forged. Test out the dashboard. Download the Vulcan launcher and test out these games. They're actually really fun. And then you can start to, connect your wallet. You can start to, do all the things and start to play around. And I feel like the mega nerds are going to discover this and they're going to be like all over it. They're going to be all over this thing. And then we've mentioned Nakamoto games before. I think this one is still pretty undervalued. And I think, once it starts to get more attention, I think this token will do well. I think it'll get back up into those $2, $3 ranges. So from where it's at now, great buy. I think this one will pump really good going into the gaming bull run sector. What are the other games? Star Atlas. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the Star Atlas demos that they've been releasing on X, but that game looks beautiful. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities for NFTs and getting these ships and these spaceships and the value of some of these ships and the rarities. Like, you can probably get all into that. So keep your eye out on the Star Atlas ecosystem. There's a couple tokens in that ecosystem because you have the Atlas token, and then you also have another token that's linked into that ecosystem, which I can't remember off the top of my head. This one, I remember someone in the community was like, "You gotta, if UFO gaming just pumps again, it'll just go like." So this is like they're like, I guess, a gaming studio, and someone was saying, I like, if it just goes to wherever it was before in the previous market, like, this is the gaming bull run of some of these tokens just getting like up there like massively. So this thing was able to get to almost $1 billion market cap. So, and then it just dropped off the floor. So I put it in the list. So I might buy some of it. I might just chuck a couple $100 in, and then if it ends up even going close to that, then there you go. But that's kind of what we have. And the Me token. Where's the Me token? Why is it not in here? Did I just go right past it? Is this the default? Oh, let's go here. And then let's go to the volume. So we'll pull up some of these things. Yeah, I thought I had the Me. Where's the Me token? I don't have it in here. That's crazy. Here, let's do this. Let's add it. The Medieval Empires ecosystem is growing constantly. The land, all the opportunities that you can do with owning land. Here we go. The market cap on this is just, I don't believe it. I can't believe still that this thing is only at a $4 million market cap. It's just crazy. We did get up to 15 mil at its high point. When people really start to actually discover this game and how playable it is and just how easy it is to just get in and play, they're going to be like, oh, damn, like, why haven't I been buying this token? And so this is actually I think that this is like a sleeper token for as a gaming token that has utility inside the game, but also as just, a chart you can trade as well. Like, you don't even have to play the game. You just be like, you can look at the chart and be like, I'm bullish on the chart. But if you want to go deeper, there's NFTs, there's land, there's all these different things that you can get. And if you own land, then you can tax it. You can get rewards inside the game with the Me token. So there's all these different opportunities. It's a Polygon ecosystem token, by the way. So like, if you want to trade it on DEX, you can do it by using QuickSwap. That's got at least the decent amount of volume where if you want to trade it and swap it, you won't get too high slippage. But if you want to trade it on a centralized exchange, then the most volume would be MEXC and Bybit and Bit2Nex. So those are your options for the Me token. But yeah, guys, we've tested this game out many times on the stream, and we'll definitely have to do it again. Make sure you guys just go and test this game out because it actually is really fun. It could be pretty addicting. You can really kind of, if you've played RTS games like Age of Empires or Civilizations or anything like that, any kind of RTS, building up your towns or an army, then this is like right up your alley. And so, Heisenberg, we will get into these tokens because actually, I don't know. I think Waffles and Orc, people are very interested in it. And I'll tell you why. Because I will go into my metrics here, my YouTube metrics. Let's go to the studio, and I'll show you my highest performing video right now out of everything that I've done over the past like three months. Like, let me go to the content. Look, this thing, even the past 90 days, I've gotten over 4,000 views on this video that I did with DaVinci talking about Orc and waffles. And so this thing has just been crushing it. It's almost up to 10,000 views at this point. And I posted it, let me see, like when was it posted? It's about, I don't know. It was during the Nashville conference, so it was some months ago. So yeah, since published July. Okay, so yeah, July, end of July. But this thing has been just going. I mean, in the past 7 days, it's gotten over 1,000 views. People are subscribing off of this video, and so I think people are interested in these two particular tokens. And I think people just like seeing, they love hearing DaVinci talk and seeing DaVinci. And it was actually been really cool to kind of get to know DaVinci a little bit more each time we've interacted with them. And we've had dinner with them a couple times. He came to our meetup. And so we're kind of soft developing a relationship with DaVinci. So it's cool. He's actually a really cool guy. Like when you get to know him and kind of be around him, he really means well. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this stuff and when it comes to Bitcoin, and just being in the ecosystem. So it's really cool that we've gotten these opportunities to kind of hang out with DaVinci. I mean, it's pretty cool. When someone's been in the trenches, true trenches, like holding Bitcoin for 13 years, that's some trench work if anyone has ever been in the trench. So, but yeah, I think I'll just play it. It's a 3-minute video. We'll just play it. And this is the explanation of Orc and waffles. This was actually at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. So check it out. Let me know if the audio is good, by the way. All right, we're walking through the expo. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. DaVinci.
Hey, how you doing?
All right,
it's awesome here, man. You guys missing out if you're not down here.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the magic is. This is where the crypto people are. This is where the Bitcoin maxis are. Mm-hmm. There's no shit coins allowed in here. So be prepared to get kicked.
I guess I can't sell waffles or coin.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Waffles and Orc. All right, so tell them a little bit about waffles and Orc.
Well, waffles is a coin about my cat, but also we're building different projects on top of this, right? Where you're going to need waffles in order to do certain things. For example, waffle sign, a waffle stand, right? There's a studio, waffle studio. All kinds of applications are being pumped out, right? That's going to use waffles. So it's going to be an interesting project, right? Let's see how well it goes, right? Obviously, anything can happen, but I think these guys are working really hard and doing a good job. Orc coins, your meme coin play, right? Just want to have fun with meme coins. Orc coin to that. Let's go.
Let's go. So with waffles, what he means is it's got utility. So you need waffles to be able to do things. Like for instance, if you're familiar with DaVinci, he's got his Davitars, which is his NFT collection. So when you own a Davitar, you get access to his meetups. And so something like waffles is really good to add into his ecosystem, because I was just telling him that you have your Davitars,
yes, exactly.
Your NFT collection. So and you did that what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
About 4 years ago. So that was when the NFT market wasn't even popping off just yet. It was just just about.
I mean, actually, I was at the tail end of the NFT market, but
yeah.
It doesn't matter. The Davitars is still useful today. If you want to get like 9,150 waffle coins, which I'm going to be giving away when we get to $1 billion market cap. That means $9,150. Own a Davitar, right? Follow the instructions, but basically you have to register it on my website, davitar.com, and then you can win that. You can get free, actually, it's included for everyone who owns the Davitar, because there's only 915 of them. So there you go. Everybody's getting paid.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I think what's cool with that is that just building that utility, but then also just going back to what he was mentioning with Orc coin, Orc coin is, it's just pure speculation, you know? But when you get people like DaVinci, the KOLs, supporting even just something as fun as Orc, and it's just as simple as Orc. They like to collect gold. Bitcoin is digital gold, so the orcs are digitally accumulating in the meta meme coin space. But yeah, so you heard it straight from DaVinci. Waffles and Orc. Let's go. So yeah, people seem to be interested. But yeah, what I was trying to say, I didn't realize my mic was muted, that me and DaVinci were matching. I was matching with DaVinci's outfit in the video. So, sweet. All right, so let's see if we're kind of getting a little Bitcoin recovery here. Let's see what's going on. Are we getting a bounce? Was that that was a nice bounce. If you're looking at the 3 hour, look at that 3 hour wick. Look at that 3 hour wick. Oh my gosh. So we could be trading back up into the point of control right here on the 3 hour of getting back up to 98K. Because if like we said, guys, look, if you're looking at the charts right now, you're looking at the 12 hour liquidation heat map. Look at all that area up there that the market wants to wreck the shorts. Like the bears, like the market, I think might want to wreck the bears now and smash out some of the bears and close out and liquidate those shorts in these levels. Because if that happens, guys, if this happens and we get all those shorts get liquidated here, and then it's going to push the price. It's going to push that price up to the upside. We got nice volume coming in. This could be a really good reversal. We were just watching Dogecoin get a really nice reversal kind of on the 5 minute. We were looking at the 5 minute, and it was getting a really nice reversal as well. We can maybe look at the 2 hour. Yeah, it's looking like things want to start trading back up above the 20 SMA. You can look at the 4 hour close. 3, touching it. Look at that pinch down, but then looks like a pair of ovaries or something like that, or a pair of lungs. Breathe. Just breathe. We can make it to back to 40 cents. But let's go, guys. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate you guys coming in and boosting up the likes, giving me your thoughts, your opinions, your prayers, your qualms, whatever, I don't know. Whatever it may be. Thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you for coming into the live stream. I appreciate every single one of you watching across all platforms. We had a lot more people on X, so shout out to the people watching on X.com. Make sure you repost this live stream and hit the heart button on the live stream, because that is how we're going to really, really push some momentum on this stuff. Make sure you guys are checking out the link tree. I have all of the things that you need to be that I want you to see and click on is in the link tree. Pretty simple. And then I totally forgot to mention that we need to get some clicks and links on this video right here. Guys, repost this video out to the world. I had a really awesome, quick conversation with Sean Hagen. He works for the Bitcoin conference that is sponsored by Bitcoin Magazine. And we had a really great conversation about the sentiment of Bitcoin, how the conferences have been going, the experiences, and to get you prepared and ready for this next conference that is going to be happening in Las Vegas. And so with my offer code, guys, you can get a 10% discount, okay? Now, I want to mention something. The prices are going up next Friday. You have 1 week. You have this entire. You have this weekend, and then the week up into Friday. On Friday, they're increasing the prices, and it gets expensive, guys. So the closer it gets to the event, which is May 27th through the 29th in Las Vegas at the Venetian, you can stay at the Venetian, and it's being held at the Venetian. So at that point, if you end up waiting to buy a well pass, it will be 20 grand. That's what it ended up being, was about almost 20 grand for the whale pass in Nashville. But if you decide to get it now and you want to be a baller, then and you're going to get 10% off of this 7200, but then the industry pass is a really great option as well. You get access to all 3 days, and you get access into certain areas. You get the benefits, all the details. You get to, access the VIP networking features, all the stuff. And so make sure you're using my link to get your tickets, and because the prices are going up. So I mean, let's get some traffic driven towards this. I know you guys are wanting to go to the conference. If you haven't been to a conference, I highly suggest you do it. It will just get your brain just even more bullish on crypto, and it makes you feel like, man, I am in the right place at the right time with this stuff, and it's just a cool experience. I've always had a great experience doing these things, and I highly suggest it. So use offer code DANO. When you click the link, it should automatically pop it up, but if you're on the phone, it might not do it, so make sure you enter the promo code DANO, and then apply, and then you will get a nice, juicy discount on the Bitcoin conference that is going to be happening in Las Vegas, May 27th through the 29th. So, with that being said, guys, I'll see you later. Really appreciate you. God bless, and have a good rest of the day. And I will see you later tonight. Love you.